Hey guys, welcome to the video. It's Simon the Watch Guy. Today I'm going to do a kind of follow-up video to the SNE498P1. Now, I covered this watch a while back and I got a few thumbs down and I kind of took it a little bit to heart. I thought, what have I done wrong? You know, what's the problem? Well, a few people said that the quality wasn't very good at the time, and I agree, it wasn't. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and place the watch down just for 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of light in here, and I'm going to go ahead and film this in 4K. So now this is the best quality I can possibly produce for this watch. It's just a follow-up video. You can check out the overview if you want, but I'll try and go in a little bit more detail than last time and talk about the watch. So first of all, real quick, I got this back in April 2018, so a year old now. Came with the white box, if you remember back. Came with the European guarantee, which was it valid for 2 years? I can't remember, I think it was. Yeah, so worldwide guarantee in the first year, and then in the second year it was only valid in the European community. Now the place I purchased it from gave me a 3-year warranty, so I'm covered for quite a while yet. The instruction manual covers the V157 movement, and the actual watch itself is, you can see there, it uses the aforementioned V157 movement. So it's a great watch. Just before we look at it, yeah, there's not really much to say about the box. It was a nice enough box. Had the Prospex tag in there. But the actual watch itself, now we're in 4K, let's take a quick look at what we are dealing with. So at the time there was a lot of debate online, and this is why in my original overview video people, you know, we all got a little bit confused, including myself. We didn't know if this was a compound of some kind of metal, and people were saying you can't have a compound of plastic and metal, and I didn't know at the time, and most people on Watch You Seek didn't know, so I think everyone was trying to guess really what the material was. Eventually everyone came to the conclusion that it's actually just a really hard plastic. So I think that kind of puts that one to bed, so I'm glad we finally got to the bottom of that one. Don't forget you've got the screw down crown on this watch. Very sadly indeed, it doesn't, if I just focus there, very sadly indeed though, it's not a signed crown, which I just wish it had an S on it, just an S, especially for the price of this thing. But never mind, I can look past it, it's not the end of the world. As I say, this is the Solar Diver, so 200 meters you're good for. The movement is extremely accurate. It's a quartz, but not only that, it's a quartz, it's a solar powered quartz, so you're good for at least 10 months following not charging if you left this in a dark room. Apparently the battery on these things can go to about 10 years, so you just simply don't have to worry. Weirdly enough, even though the the crown isn't signed, the buckle actually is, and as you can see, it's really tastefully done. It looks a lot more expensive than I guess it is, although it's not the cheapest watch in the world. You know, it's a couple of £100, but I think it's about £360 when I first bought this, and it's probably a similar price now. Actually, the price hasn't dropped too much. So again, really accurate piece with it being a quartz. If you look over on the rear, you can see the Tsunami logo, really nice. You can see that it says Air Divers 200 meters, Movement Japan, and it's a stainless steel case back. The actual rubber strap, let me just put the watch on. It kind of sometimes irritates my skin a little bit. I do have sensitive skin, so I don't always wear this watch. Now and again I do, but it fits quite nicely. despite the dimensions of the watch, it actually looks okay on the wrist. It doesn't look too big, it doesn't look too small. I've had several compliments, even the profile actually, if I can kind of tilt that forward. The profile just doesn't look ridiculous at all. Let me just take it off quickly and show you the unidirectional bezel, if you can hear that sound. Got a really nice sound to it, and overall it's just a really nice piece. If you're considering a diver, you know, look no further. This is essentially just for anyone who still doesn't really know this, or they're not sure. Back in one of the Bond films, Roger Moore actually worn a diver that was, you know, similar to this. This is the reissue of that particular watch. I have covered it in the previous video, so if you're interested for a little bit more information on that, go and check out the original video. But yeah, guys, seriously, this is a reimagining of that watch. Now, the original had a, you know, titanium case. They did do a reissue. It was £2,200 if you wish to buy it, although it was a limited run. It was a 1978 model. So they released it to 1,978 models. Originally, I did pre-order it, but because it was £2,200, I last minute, literally a week, maybe a day before the release, I cancelled the order because I just thought I can get this one for £360, and £2,200 just seems a little bit too much. But either way, the loom on this is great. I've not really, you know, that's how it looks right now, and I've not really had this in the sun. There is no sun today. It's quite a cold, wet, windy day, so you know, it's not bad at all. In the summer months, it'd be great. If you go diving with it, again, it would be great. It's just a nice watch. If you're into your divers, you know, definitely go ahead and check this out. There are a few variations. There's a Pepsi coloured diver version, same as this, just the Pepsi colours. So yeah, if this kind of floats your boat, why not go ahead and give this one a look. You're guaranteed pretty much not to be disappointed. Really nice watch. Doesn't get enough wrist time, but again, it's not leaving the collection. This is one that will definitely stay with me. Okay, as usual, if you've got any questions, any you know, maybe you've got this watch yourself, maybe you're not sure, maybe you're thinking about buying the watch, definitely let me know. I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts on the watch. Do you like it? Don't you like it? It's okay not to like the watch. I always recommend, you know, if people can just be respectful of it. If you don't like it, you know, don't put other people's watches down. But it's totally fine if you don't like it. Maybe it's too big for you, even though it's you know, one of the smaller style divers. Feel free to comment below. Just before I close out the video, two things that kind of annoy me are, I wish it was a day-date model. Obviously it's not. And then the actual loom pips are slightly out. They're not exactly flush, which kind of annoys me just a little bit. On my particular watch, you can see that the minute marker's kind of accurate, but at the same time kind of not. So yeah, that's kind of how it's looking right now. But anyway, yeah, feel free to comment. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this 4K video kind of makes up for the one I did last year that wasn't in this kind of quality. Okay, thanks guys, take care.